Alright, yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down a trade that we took inside the VIP signals room that actually ended up running for over 90 handles. Let's get straight into it. So we literally took this trade only a few minutes ago and it was such a clean algorithmic trade. I thought, you know what? I need to make a YouTube video on this ASAP and break this down for you lot. So going into the morning, we had swept buy side liquidity on the 15-minute time frame prior to our macro time, right? So news came out at 8:30. We swept this high and there was no reason to head higher. So automatically I knew that we're most likely going to draw towards this data low here. Okay, if you don't know what a data low is, all it is when a certain news release comes out and it creates a very obvious swing low, such as this one, very big wick. That's considered data low, or a data high if you have it on the opposite direction. So this trade here was literally one of the cleanest trades that we've had in a while. Okay, so there was a bunch of models in here that you could have traded. We traded the silver bullet one, but I'm going to be breaking down all of these models inside of this video today. Now, first things first, we had accumulation in the morning. Then we had a clear manipulation move and a clear displacement. So I was anticipating this to be distribution fades all the way towards this data low. Okay, so as you can see, that is one model in itself right there. We also have a unicorn model, which is here. We got our high, low, high displacement. This is our breakup paired with fair value gap. You go short here. And then you have your silver bullet inside of the 950 to 1010 macro. Now, as you can see on this time frame, I've got marked out 945 to 1015. Now, why don't I have marked out 950 to 1010? This is because some trades occur around 5 minutes before the macro. Okay, so it's very important you mark out a 30-minute time window instead, and that should be 9:45 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. New York time. As you can see, your entry is here, and you get that at 9:47 a.m. So if you wait until that 9:50 a.m. macro, you would have already missed this first TP trade. So I'm actually going to be pulling up the Telegram chats from the signals room for transparency reasons. So as you can see, I give my signal in here, short NQ. I give you the price point that I enter at, and this is exactly at this 1 minute fair value gap. I give you your stop loss placement, TP1 and final TP. I tell you when you should be moving your stops and reducing risk. Obviously TP1 gets smashed and we secure ourselves 51.25 points. I notify the group, tell you lot to close 80% of your position, stops at break even, risk-free trade, moving stops into a profit once again. At this point, we will flow in around 75.75 handles, and eventually we got stopped out in a massive profit, securing ourselves 82.75 points. Okay, so initially I actually wanted to have my entry off of this 1 minute fair value gap. However, we didn't get it. We displaced further and we were working inside of this price range. Now, we had a ton of fair value gaps here. We had a 2 minute here and another 2 minute here. And I was watching this upper 2 minute, as this is 50% of the range, right? So you want to find a fair value gap which is in a premium. So if you measure from swing low to swing high, as you can see here, this fair value gap is not in a premium. Therefore, we're going to be choosing this gap. Now, I decided to narrow it down even more, and I hopped down into the 1 minute time frame and decided to get my entry off of this 1 minute fair value gap. Stop placement just above the displacement candle high, risking around 17 handles. You could put it above this candle here, risking 33.25 handles, which would be a valid stop placement for the 2 minute. However, I didn't feel comfortable risking that amount of handles. First TP at this swing low, 51.25 points. And then we didn't have a second TP in this scenario. We just ran our final contracts to final TP at data low. Okay, now as you can see, this is a very clean algorithmic trade, straight to the lows. All right, so the total for this trade was actually 90.5 points. However, once we were getting really close to this data low, I decided to trail my stops in a profit, and we got stopped out, secured ourselves 80 points instead of 90, right? So we only missed out on 10 handles there. But overall, very good trade. A lot of members inside the group caught that trade, so I'm very happy with that. But yeah, this right here is literally a clear ICT textbook setup, okay? You get your buy side or sell side, you get some sort of sweep of liquidity, a displacement in the opposing direction, then you get a retracement into a premium PD array such as this fair value gap, and then you get a distribution phase towards the opposing liquidity, right? So anyone that trades ICT would have straight away noticed this, and for them this is a very clear easy ICT textbook setup. Now, if you want to be taking trades like this and you want to learn how I do this every single morning inside the New York session, then I'd recommend that you go click that link in the description and join our VIP signals group for only $50 a month. Now, inside of there, I do send daily signal alerts on the NASDAQ and sometimes the S&P 500. I also go live every single morning on YouTube at New York Open. Okay, so you guys can watch me live trade. This trade was actually taken live, so it should be public by now. You guys can go re-watch that and basically watch me take that trade live in front of you guys. So if that's something you are interested in, make sure to go click the link in the description. Go secure your spot for only $50 a month. We do also have lifetime access subscriptions for only a one-time payment of $300. Those prices will be going up very, very soon, so make sure to go take advantage of that. But anyways, I'm gonna keep this video quick and brief. If you did enjoy this video and you actually learned something, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you lot in the next one.